Hi everyone, reporting here again from my home in Los Angeles, California. On today's episode, I have a special treat for you. My good friend Ricky Warwick is decided to share a really cool road story of his own with us today. And this is sort of in celebration of Lemmy Kilmister's participation on Ricky's new solo album. He helped with some of the lyrics from Summertime Blues on the new cover album. So in celebration of that, Ricky tells us one of his favorite stories about he and Lemmy. Take it away, Ricky.
Alright, so many years ago, when I was in the Almighty, I was, Motorhead were a huge influence on the Almighty. Still are a huge influence on me. I mean, we basically fucking wanted to be Motorhead. And Lemmy obviously got wind of it through us being in Kerrang! Magazine every other week and Sounds and all those magazines and on MTV. And being the cool guy that he was, instead of being annoyed and upset about it, took it the right way and was very flattered. And I got to know Lemmy just before he moved to Los Angeles. And I'd see him in London and we'd meet in clubs and we'd hang out, and he was just brilliant to me. You know, he was Lemmy. I was in awe, and he was always very gracious. He was always very funny, and I always learned something from him every time I met him. So anyway, cut to the chase. The Almighty get offered the support slot on Motorhead's 1916 tour, and this is a big album for Motorhead. I think they just signed to CBS Sony at the time, and expectations were high, and everybody heard the demos and knew this was going to be a big album for them, and it was a big tour. It was Motorhead and the Almighty, and we were on the way up as well, so there was a great buzz about us, and it was just fantastic. But prior to that tour, there's a thing in LA called the Foundations Forum, which is a big rock metal conference that used to happen every year, and Motorhead and the Almighty were there, and Lemmy said, look, you know, when you get into town, we're staying in the same hotel, give me a call and we'll get together and we'll have a drink. So I arrive into my hotel room, and Lemmy's told me his alias that he's staying under, so I phone his room, and hello, Lem, it's Ricky. I'm here. I said, you want to get a drink? He goes, yeah, come up. Tells me the room number, and I get in the elevator, and I'm pretty nervous, even though I've met Lemmy a few times. I'm still nervous because he's Lemmy, and I go up to the room, and the door opens. And this fucking just wafts of smoke. It almost like dry ice just come out of the room, and Lemmy's just sort of standing there, and the sunlight's peeking through the blinds, and he's lit from behind, and it's just everything you think it should be. It was Lemmy Kilmister, rock and roll god, standing in front of me, beckons me into the room, and there's just loads of people in the room drinking and carrying on, and there's stuff going on. It's everything you think a Motorhead hotel room should be. There's all kinds of shenanigans going on, and Lemmy sits me down on the bed and hands me a pint glass, chucks in some ice, and pours in about that much of Jack Daniels and about that much Coca-Cola. Puts these headphones on me, and then proceeds to rack me out a line of, it was either speed or coke, I don't know, but it was a tram line. It was about that length, and he goes, drink that, snort that, and listen to this. So, not wanting to be I wish, knock back the drink and snort whatever it's supposed to be snorting. And the new Motorhead album's playing, and it sounds fucking brilliant. I'm pumping away, and I'm just sitting listening to this. And I'm in Los Angeles, I'm hanging out with Motorhead, I'm 23 years old, I'm having the fucking time of my life. Doesn't get better than this, and the stuff's sounding good, there's stuff going on around me, and Lemmy keeps topping the drink up. And I'm knocking it back, and suddenly I'm like, shit, I'm out of it. I'm really out of it, and I'm starting to get the spins, and I'm like, oh no, you've got to hold it together, Ricky. You're with Motorhead, you can't, you've got to hold it together here. And the album's on the last track, and then he's still topping up my drink, and I'm sort of giving her a thumbs up, going, it's brilliant, it's blasting away. And the album finishes, and I'm really wasted, and not in a good way. Take off the headphones. Put the headphones down, go to stand up to tell Lemmy how brilliant I think the album is. As I stand up, legs go, complete dizzy spell, bam, fall right in the pint glass, on the floor, pint glass breaks, I think it cuts the top of my eye, snot coming out of my nose, room spinning. I feel like I'm gonna fucking barf everywhere, lying there, and I can just hear this breathing above my ear. And I can smell steel cigarettes and Jack Daniel's breath. And then he just leans over to me, he goes, "Warwick, you're a fucking lightweight."